headed to the People's Choice Awards, being shuttled. Not you waving and not being on camera.
I keep thinking you're gonna show me.
I was about to do a front video. Ooh. All right, we're headed to the People's Choice Awards. Woo woo. We are seated fans today, so. I thought she was trying to be in the video.
Not you. He made y'all
The Museum of Flying. We gotta come check this out, guys. I'll be back to do my vlog or my review on the Museum of Flying momentarily. Oh, this is where we're getting off at. Oh, okay. We really are going to the museum. I'm just recording up until I can't record no more.
Yeah.
For my vlog. I feel like it's coming pretty soon though. They go, oh, you just waved at my vlog. Do it again.
Hello.
And right here to my left, we got the waitress from the Jamie Foxx show.
From the Jamie Foxx show, yes. No, I guess.
My friend is a celebrity. All right, everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't have an official name for it yet. I need to come up with one. I was doing the whole Blair with me name, like Blair with me, bear with me, but Blair with me because that's my name. Get it? I know it's corny, that was the point. But I'm not sure if I'm going to keep going with that name. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But today I am here with a review on the 47th Annual People's Choice Awards. It took place this week. I actually attended the show. I got to sit in the audience and watch. So I'm going to do a review on that. I got a lot of good footage at the show. They normally don't allow us to use our phones inside, and they still weren't trying to allow us to use our phones inside, but for whatever reason, they did allow us, and I got a lot of good clips. So I'll be posting those clips or showcasing those clips throughout the video. I'll try not to make it too long. For whatever reason, my videos always come out too long. I'm working on trying to make them shorter or talk less, I guess. But it's whatever you guys want. Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, so the People's Choice Awards, a lot of people wonder or maybe wondering how I attend these different shows. I attend them by going through, there are different websites that you can sign up for here in Los Angeles or whatever big city you may live in to attend big events where celebrities will be in attendance, because a lot of these events, they need fans in the audience, so they'll give out free tickets. There are a couple different sites. I'm here in LA. The one that I use is 1iota. It's a really popular one. Honestly, since the pandemic, 1iota is really the only site that I believe that's left standing. There's one called Seat Fillers and More, but they haven't really had a lot of events this year. So 1iota is really where I attend all of these events. So I signed up on 1iota. I signed up for 3 different options. They had the option to do the mosh pit, which is in the stage where all of the action is happening, which I've also gotten the opportunity to do at the AMAs and the BET Awards. And I also signed up for, I signed up for Seated Fans, which is what I was in the audience for. And then there was one more, a seat filler. I've never got the opportunity to do seat filler. I would like to do it at some point in the future if I keep going to these different shows, getting accepted to go to these shows. Seat filler would be one that's pretty cool, that I would think is pretty cool to do. Basically, the seat fillers, you guys probably already know, it's when the celebrities that get up for their seat, whether it be to go perform, to leave the show, to go to the bathroom, whenever they get up, they replace their seat. They put somebody in their seat so that it looks like there's no empty spots on the television. So that's basically what the seat filler is. Like I said, the mosh pit is the people on the stage. And then seated fans is what I was doing. And the seated fans is basically just people that sit in the audience. The People's Choice Awards was a bit different though. We were in the audience, but normally they'll have us sitting in the audience behind the celebrities. And then there will be like behind us or surrounding us will be people who purchase tickets to come to the show. But I don't think you could purchase tickets to this show this year because it was at the Santa Monica airport. The award show was in an airport hangar. So it was a rather smaller venue. So it was the fans in the audience. The celebrities who were in the front that were actually a part of the show, they were sitting on the couches. Then the rest of the celebrities were like sitting in the bleachers with all of the fans. So it wasn't really that large of a venue. So everybody in the house had great seats no matter where you were sitting. So we get there we had to check in at a parking lot. Then they shuttled us over to the awards show. And as we're going there, we have no idea where it's at because they never gave us the actual location. They just told us to come check in the parking lot and then they would take us to where it was at. So we get to the location and then we notice it's at an airport and we're a little confused, but we're just going with the flow. You know, they send us through security. They have us sit in a holding area until it's time for the show to start. So then they finally take us in and take us to the bleachers. And it's really fun. It's a really cool setup in there. The stage was kind of like a long stage instead of like a round stage, and there was only one stage. It was that one long stage. The whole show took place on that stage. There was, as we sat down, we noticed a big screen. So they had the doors to the airport hangar open, and then there was a huge screen at the end where they were showing us the celebrities that were walking the red carpet. So that was really fun. We got to see who was going to be at the show. You know, a lot of times you know who's a part of the show, but you don't know the different celebrities that will also be in attendance for whatever reason, whether they just want to come or they may have a surprise appearance in the show. So you get to sit there and watch the different celebrities come. I actually went with my friend Taylor, and I wanted her to do this video with me, but she's so busy right now. So maybe she'll make an appearance soon in one of my YouTube videos. But yeah, so me and Taylor are sitting there watching different celebrities walk the carpet. And then, of course, in the beginning, they have the smaller celebrities. But then as the carpet gets later and later and closer to the show, that's when all the big names start walking, like all the A-listers. That's when The Rock came out, Halle Berry, all that fun stuff. So then, after they walk the carpet, then they start walking into the venue. And then we start seeing them walk to their seats. I was pretty excited when a lot of them came out, but I feel like the one I was most excited for was Kris Jenner and her boyfriend, Corey Gamble. I was so excited when I seen them because I wasn't expecting them to be there. Like I said, it was a really cool surprise. I had no idea that the Kardashian family would be there. And it was exciting because all the different shows that I've gone to, I've never seen them live in person. Now I finally had that opportunity because the show starts and Keenan comes out. Keenan was the host. And Keenan is doing his bit, explaining what's going to happen during the show. And then he announces that Kim Kardashian is actually receiving the Fashion Icon Award. And then that's when I found out that Kim K would be there. And Kris Jenner was there already. We had already seen her. Khloe was there as well. So that was really cool to be there during that moment because that was, like I said, that was something I didn't know that was going to happen during the show. A lot of the surprises they had in store for the show, I feel, weren't announced beforehand because beforehand I was like trying to see who would be performing, who was winning what award, like what big awards. And I did see prior to the show that The Rock and Halle Berry would be winning big awards. But as far as performances, I only seen Christina Aguilera. However, Blake Shelton and her were also a part of the musical performances as well of the evening. So the show starts, like I said, Keenan, he's doing his whole hosting gig. Then they start announcing presenters to come out and present awards. Like I said, Leslie Jones came out. She was one of the first presenters. She actually began her presentation or began presenting outside because there was like an outside area where the fans could sit at too. So there was a crowd outside and there was a crowd inside the hangar as well. So whenever a celebrity would be presenting on the outside, they would have the door open or the airport doors open. And then once the celebrity came inside, they would close them. Then the celebrity would come inside. They would set up a stand and a microphone for the celebrities to whoever wins the award to come up and do their acceptance speech. And like I told you all, there was only one stage. So it wasn't like there was just like this set stand all night. After each presenter would go up, after they began doing showing the nominations, they would run up, hurry up, and set the stand up. And then once the celebrity came up and won their award, they would take the stand down, and they would just repeat and keep doing that. So we had some really good seats. I know I told you guys that everybody in the house had good seats, but right next to us, we were like at the edge of in the opening, and that opening went backstage. So after a lot of the celebrities would win their awards, they would walk over right through through that opening. So I got to get a lot of good clips of different celebrities who had just won awards or who had just got done presenting, who would walk backstage. So it was really cool. Who was one of the celebrities that I've seen? One of the celebrities that we got to talk to walking back after Kim Kardashian accepted her Fashion Icon Award, she walked backstage through that opening. So as she was coming, I started recording her with my phone. And I'm like, Kim. Then she smiled and waved at the camera. Tracee Ellis Ross was also right there. I felt bad because I didn't say anything to Tracee Ellis Ross, because I love Tracee Ellis Ross too. But there was only so much time, and I knew that I would have more opportunities to see Tracee Ellis Ross in the near future. I felt like it wasn't that big of an opportunity for me to have, or that I wouldn't have more opportunities to see Kim Kardashian in the near future, because a lot of different events and award shows, I feel the Kardashians don't really attend. But the Tracee Ellis Ross is always at award shows, and she's always doing fun stuff. So I was like, I'll see Tracee pretty soon. So I waved at Kim Kardashian. But my friend Taylor, who was sitting right next to me, she told me afterwards that she said something to Tracee Ellis Ross too. So you can see Tracee Ellis Ross look over on the camera and smile as well. So that was really fun. Halle Berry also received a big award that night. She got the People's Icon Award, and she had her friend Cardi B present it. Now, you may all know that recently Cardi B and Halle Berry have been in the news because Halle Berry called Cardi B the queen of rap. So it seems like since that moment, they've had kind of like a budding friendship or a building friendship. And I told one of my friends this, I think it's going to turn into a movie. I think that Cardi B and Halle Berry are going to have like some action-packed movie or some comedic role or film coming out pretty soon. So remember, you heard it here first, that Cardi B and Halle Berry have a movie coming out within the next few years. I give it maybe 1 to 2 years, but I feel like they're going to start working on it pretty soon. And I just feel like this is a friendship that's going to continue on. But Cardi B, she came out. This was the first time we had seen her. I'm not 100% sure if she walked the carpet or not, because once it got to a certain point, they closed the door so we couldn't see the screen with the carpet on anymore. But Cardi B, she came out from the outside. They opened the doors and brought her in. And then she they show a clip of Halle. They show her awesome movie roles. They show her clip of her winning her Oscar, and when she starts crying, which still gives you goosebumps when you watch it. But after that, then Cardi B announces Halle Berry. Halle comes up, she does her speech, and I really liked her speech. I really liked when she thanked her kids and realized I like that she acknowledged that her kids lose a lot of time with her because she's an actress, she's a working actress, so she's always busy, and she thanked them for that. She said, I hope that one day you guys find something, talking to her kids, she said, I hope that one day you guys find something to do that you love as much as I love what I do. And I just thought that was a really sweet moment. Then after Halle Berry, she accepted her speech, she started walking, or Cardi B and Halle Berry started walking to the opening over by our seat. So they came over, and I'm yelling Cardi B and Halle Berry's name, and I'm recording them again. Love you guys! Halle, Cardi! And then another fun part, the Kardashians actually won Best Reality Show. Paris Jackson came out. They introduced the nominations for Best Reality Show. And I just figured, since all of the Kardashians were in attendance, well, since Khloe, Kim, and Kris were all in attendance, that they won the award. So once they did the nominations, before they announced the winner, I said the Kardashians. I knew it was the Kardashians. I like to, when I go to different award shows, before they announce the winner, I like to predict it. Just like at home, I like to say it out loud, who I think won. And so the Kardashians come up, they do their acceptance speech. One of the people sitting next to me, they were yelling during the speech that they love Kim Kardashian. And I think that Kim actually acknowledged that in the acceptance speech. So once they won their award, they started walking over by where we were sitting again. And so I really wanted to take this time to acknowledge my appreciation for Kris Jenner, because I feel like Kris Jenner is a very hard-working momager. Everybody knows she's a momager. And I feel like she's one of the best out there. I feel like she's what kept the Kardashian brand afloat throughout all these years. I mean, everybody knows it by now. So once Kris Jenner walked over, I just yelled out, I was like, Kris, you are an icon. And she looked over at the camera. I think she said, thank you guys. So that was a really cool moment. That clip came out really good. You could see all three of them really clearly. It was Khloe, Kris, and Kim. You can see all of them really good. And yeah, that was one of my favorite. That honestly, I think that was my favorite moment of the night. Like I said, there were a couple musical performances. Christina Aguilera performed, her performed, and Blake Shelton. I didn't really know Blake Shelton's song. I'm not a huge country fan. There are a few songs that I like, but that one I didn't know what it was. So he performed completely outside. They showed us a clip of it, but he actually didn't perform on the inside. He was like on the outside stage. But Christina Aguilera, she came in and did her performance. She started on the inside, then she closed it on the outside. And once the doors opened for her to walk outside, you could see all of her fans out there who had posters that were waiting for her, and they were raising their posters. And it was really cool to see. And then her also performed. She did a Marvin Gaye tribute, and she did really good. She actually performed 2 of Marvin Gaye's songs. Like I said, it was a good performance. I just felt like it was kind of random, like they kind of just threw that in there. But nothing wrong with paying tribute to legends at all. If there's an opportunity, take it. She did a good job. And then my favorite moment of the night, I think this topped everything. The Rock won the People's Champ Award at the end of the night. And he gave a great speech about how Muhammad Ali allowed him to carry on that nickname, the People's Champ, that title. And he also closed out his speech with a really heartwarming moment. They showed a clip of him. He's a great humanitarian. He does a lot of great work, and he's been working with the Make-A-Wish Foundation for many years. So he actually invited one of his biggest fans from the Make-A-Wish Foundation to the award show with him. And he took the moment to bring her up to the stage and let her say a few words. And he actually gave her the award, which I felt like was just such a heartwarming moment. She got on the microphone. She didn't know what to say, but because The Rock actually didn't tell her that he was doing any of that. He did it all unplanned. She thought that she was just there for a good night hanging out with The Rock, but she got to have that great moment, come out on the stage, talk in front of the world, say what she wanted to say. And it was really cool. And The Rock actually gave her the award, which I just felt like was such a heartwarming moment. I feel like The Rock is one of those celebrities who just gets it. He realizes that he's in a higher place. And he realizes that. So he uses that to help people around the world. I just recently went to a movie premiere a few weeks ago. And I actually uploaded a clip of The Rock surprising fans. It was during one of the Red Notice movie screenings. The Rock came out. He surprised some of his fans. And then I got a clip of him surprising one of his fans during that screening. He just brought him down to talk to him in front of the whole room. The Rock actually gave him his own truck. The Rock, he's a great guy. If you didn't see that clip, it's on his Instagram page. He posted it on Thanksgiving. He surprised a fan at the movie premiere, and he gave him the truck that he drove there in. And the guy, he just fell out when The Rock told him that that was his truck. And the clip closes out with The Rock saying, I don't know how I'm gonna get home now because that was the truck I drove here in. I love to see him out here doing all of these great things, giving people these memories that will last a lifetime. So The Rock, he closed out the show with that performance, or with that acceptance speech. And yeah, that was a great moment. The Keenan, like I said, hosted the show. He did great. I thought that his opening scene was hilarious. Then I also felt like his jokes about The Rock was funny as well. When he came out and said that if you are going home for the holidays and you're worried about family arguments, then don't worry, you can stop any argument by just talking about The Rock. He brings up 3 different scenarios of potential arguments this Christmas season, and each one he found a way to spin it and make it about The Rock and changing the whole conversation. It was really a funny joke. So Keenan did a great job. I actually got to take a picture with Keenan once the show was over. He was headed backstage and he was taking pictures with a few people, and I got to take a picture with him. But yeah, so that was the People's Choice Awards 2021. I had an excellent time. And the People's Choice Awards was actually, I have watched award shows all my life. Ever since I can remember, I've been tuning into award shows. And the People's Choice Awards was honestly one that I could never get into. However, the show was actually very entertaining. I enjoyed a lot of the acceptance speeches. There was one winner who, there was something he said that really stuck out to me, but of course I can't remember it right now. But yeah, it was a really great show, and I'm just looking forward to the next show. Also, I'm going to start posting more on YouTube. I want to document my move to LA more. You all may know that I moved out here about 6 months ago, and I just feel like I haven't recorded enough of my journey. So I want to share that with you all. So once I go to these events and start doing all of these fun things and eventually hopefully start working these events, I want to share that with you all. So right now I'm just attending them, but in the future I'm more than sure that I will be on the other side working these events and doing all of that fun stuff as well. But I'm having a good time right now as well. I'm just enjoying the journey. I just did an interview with an upcoming actor the other day, and he really, what he said in the interview really stuck out to me. He said that complainers, they never break through, and that you have to enjoy the journey. And that's really what it's all about. It's about trying to get there as well, but you got to enjoy the journey along the way as well. All right, guys, that's it today for my People's Choice Awards review. I said I wasn't going to make it that long, but it looks like it's pretty long. I'm sorry about that, guys. But make sure you all subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Instagram at _BLAIRMOON. That's at _Blair Moon. I want to try to post, I want to say maybe 2 to 3 times a week. But if I'm being more realistic, at least once or twice a week. So moving forward, be on the lookout for more YouTube videos from me, just documenting different days of my life and different journeys. Also, this shirt, I got this shirt, this Hollywood shirt from a taping that I went to the other day for the Facts of Life / A Different Strokes live in front of a studio audience premiere. Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Damon Wayans, they all were in it. Gabrielle Union, Jennifer Aniston. They were all in it, and it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Different Strokes was one of my favorite shows growing up, so to be there and witness that was really cool. Bye, guys.
My name is Kim Kardashian West. Fashion is something that I've always loved.
To be here. I mean, I started off as a closet organizer and a stylist, so the fact that I'm winning a Fashion Icon Award, it's like a pinch me moment. I have those every single day that designers are willing to work with me. There was a time when they weren't, and thank you to Zach Posen, who dressed me and took me to my first CFDA awards, and so many amazing designers like Ricardo and Olivier.
Moment. I have those every single day that designers are willing to work with me. There was a time when they weren't, and thank you to Zach Posen, who dressed me and took me to my first CFDA award.
monstrously complex, and that all women are fighters. I just got to work with her on making the first all-female produced hip-hop album for her new movie, Bruce, which she directed as well. She acted and she directed for the people's icon of 2021, Halle!
Love you guys! Halle, Cardi! Love you guys!
Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Thank you guys so much. This is a bittersweet moment for us because you guys have voted for us on our last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's been an incredible 14-year ride, and all of the memories we have can never be replaced. We started the show with an idea of bringing our crazy family into your homes, and we cannot have imagined that it would have lasted this long. Who has supported us, old and new, we see you. We read the comments.
Is coming. We can't wait for you to see what we have in store for you coming in 2022 on Hulu.
Listen, there are so many ways to describe Dwayne Johnson. Larger than life leaps to mind. Extraordinarily talented, the ultimate girl dad, strong, handsome, bald. Hey, it's a good look. It's harder to be kind than it is to be clever. You see, kindness is a choice. And what I admire most in Dwayne is his choice to show unwavering kindness to everyone around him. Those of us who've been lucky enough to work with Dwayne have seen it over and over. It extends to family, friends, partners, cast, crew, and even strangers who approach him on the street. To my friend, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you. I want to thank my good friend Jeff, my drinking buddy, my tequila drinking buddy Jeff. Thank you. Thank you, man. I really appreciate those words to do what I do today. I had this whole other life in the past where I used to throw around 300-pound men for a living. As a bad guy in the WWE, I used to raise that eyebrow. And I used to, if you smile, so as a bad original people's champion, right, was the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. I first met Muhammad when I was a little boy, and he was so cool to me. He was so kind, and he's so funny, he made me laugh. And I met him a couple of times later down the road, and he was always wonderful to me. And then, before, I'm very fortunate, lucky enough, guys, this is Shushan. Say hello. This is a total surprise. I met her earlier. I told her how inspired I was by her story. She is a